Welcome back to Everything Money. Of course, it's Seth and my beautiful beard and shirt hosting this show, and I thank you for joining us. I'm here with Paul and Mo. Today, we're talking about NIO. As value investors, we've stayed far away from this company. We always stay away from overpriced hype, but we thought we'd bring you an update on this company. It's growing. They're selling more cars, yet the stock price is not quite reflecting this. Paul, the internet buzz behind this company is another one of these bangers that I can't quite wrap my head around. They've been saying for years this is the new next Tesla, the Chinese Tesla, and there have been so many videos by these numbskulls out there about how the massive, I don't even know what multiple they're using, Paul, 10x, 100x, this is just going to be the best company ever. And for some reason, the stock price is not reflecting that. I'd like to look at the fundamentals behind this company and see what the ticker price means. Why are we at this price? Where are we going? And Paul, this is going to be a brutal video because I know what you think about this company. Because frankly, I know what you think about other YouTubers who just incessantly, every freaking video, Paul, it's a massive stock price prediction and growth. They just it's getting so tiresome.
So remember,
go ahead.
The movie The Big Short?
Go on.
And in The Big Short, there's a scene where Steve Carell is meeting with that one hedge fund guy,
yes,
the Asian guy.
They're eating sushi and
he's asking him questions, and the Asian guy's saying stuff, and Steve Carell just goes, this guy's an idiot. He gets up and goes, short everything that guy touches.
Yes.
That's how I feel about the average person. When I hear my caddy at a country club, or I hear people on the internet talking about investments that have no foundation, I just think to myself, if they like it, I automatically hate it. Does that sound a little
egotistical?
Egotistical? Maybe. But I look at it saying, it's just like anybody would assess any person out there. If you know somebody who's a liar, when they say something, do you assume, well, maybe they just changed, maybe they're actually not telling, maybe they're not lying now, maybe they're telling the truth. No, they're a liar. When I see these average numbskulls, as you say, making assessments that have no foundation in reality, I immediately think, I got to avoid this.
Well, we're talking about looking at future earnings, future PEs
that
haven't occurred.
And we have our stock analyzer tool on our software that allows us to look at the future, so we'll do that. But in the meantime, with NIO, let's just skip immediately to their income statements. Okay, so here are their revenues over the last few years. It's growing a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so let's understand this a little bit. One of the metrics I look at in a lot of businesses to compare companies within an industry is the price to sales ratio, right? Because it's a good way to get a gauge of where companies should be in an industry. Now, you might be like, if you're one of those idiots out there who says that Tesla is more than a car company, but let me repeat, you're an idiot. And the reason being is, it's kind of like if I walked around all day being an a-hole, but I was nice one time a day, am I nice or am I an a-hole? If I'm an a-hole 23 hours a day and I'm nice 1 hour of the day, I'm still an a-hole. If the vast majority of your revenue comes from cars, you're a car company. That's just it. You're a car company until you're able to flip that switch. And just because you make components of a car doesn't make you, just because you make a component that's technological for a car doesn't make you a tech company. You're still a car company, okay? You make batteries, tell me you're a battery company, not a tech company. You're a battery company. So with NIO, price to sales ratio of 20.5. Now, a lot of flack I'm going to get here coming up because there's this guy running for governor who saw our video when I criticized him for calling Tesla a tech company. He goes, you compared it to Ford. Well, yeah, because Tesla makes cars and Ford makes cars.
Yeah, so Ford's PS.
No, I got it right here.
Oh, go on, Paul.
I got four companies right here. First one is Ford.
There it is.
0.44. That is 1/80th the price to sales ratio of NIO.
Yep.
Okay, next company.
GM?
No, I did GM, 0.68. I did Toyota, 1. And I did Tesla, 17.5. It's higher than Tesla.
NIO is.
Yes. Now, obviously, Tesla has 10 times more revenue than NIO. So according to you, Tesla losers out there who all think Tesla's a good buy, you should be jumping on NIO, right? Because NIO is in the largest market in the world, China. It has 1/10 the revenue. So what's the revenue potential versus Tesla? According to your reason why you should buy Tesla, you should be dropping your Tesla and buying NIO using your logic alone. That's the problem with your logic if you're a hype person. Your logic doesn't stand on its own. When you're a fundamental investor and you make things based on potential and revenue and profit, it's always consistent. Always consistent. NIO is just way too overpriced. There are actual tech companies out there that only sell for 7 to 9 times sales.
Paul, let me calm you down because some of our viewers, unfortunately, get guided to people like Stock
I know.
Mo.
They don't know anything.
Right? The Stock Mo has this little setting, and he's got his little gram. He's your dad giving you. He's all happy. He's, God forbid, Paul, he's never going to say anything bad about anybody. But Mo, NIO has become a mainstream. We must buy this to a normal person, and it's completely astonishing, Paul. That
totally
just like you'll fire up YouTube, type in stock investing, and get this wackadoo telling you how many hundreds of videos about how wonderful NIO is.
Yeah.
And from what I've gathered, he's lost his ass on NIO Stock Mo because he stopped promoting his portfolio, how much he's making, obviously because he lost a ton since January when this
and Workhorse and all the other ones he said he was going to stick with.
You know how many patrons we have got that have messaged me and said, I'm in NIO, I'm down because I bought because of Stock Mo, meet Kevin, whatever. And it's just like, and they're like, what do I do? So
listen, guys,
right. There's people that don't know about investing. They're in it for the first time. They don't know any better. And they're following these people, but now they're trying to get out of that situation because they're realizing everything that we're telling you right now.
Find a process that works for you. There is a process that works for hype. There absolutely is. It's called momentum trading. But it's not going to go because you find some idiot on the internet who says, this is a cool company, you should buy it. No. Even momentum traders, who I very much believe in, have certain criteria they use. As simple as using moving averages. If you want to learn more about that, we have that in our groups, in our Discord. But there are processes to everything. If your process is, I like that company, therefore I'm going to buy, you are going to lose a lot of money.
Yep.
Your process still needs to be based on some sort of fundamentals, whether it be charts or momentum or trading volume or fundamental analysis with numbers, financials, income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. But NIO is an overpriced company. Does that mean that NIO will not do well over long run? No, that doesn't mean that. Remember, Amazon was at $113 a share. Let me pull up Amazon's share price. Look at Amazon. Amazon, you don't even see this right here. This looks like a little blip. It was $113 a share down to $6 a share. That's a 95% drop. And now it's at 3,500 or whatever it is today. That's my point, guys. That even a company like Amazon, you're trying to assume, hey, look at Amazon. You would have never ridden Amazon from 113 down to 6 if you have no foundational process as to why you stick with it.
That's
correct?
True. Yeah.
That's it, guys. I'm just trying to teach that. NIO is overhyped. NIO is overbought. NIO is everything, and it's already down from its highs. To me, I just make the argument, it should never go down if your theory is correct.
Yeah, Paul, so I had this conversation last night, and I asked, well, if it's so revolutionary, and it's building, and the battery switching, and all, how would it ever go down? And the response was, well, it can't always go up. And I was like, well, that's not what other people are saying.
Correct.
I mean, they're saying 10x, 30x, 100x, NIO to 1,000.
And by the way, if it's going to go up still, are you buying more Bitcoin? Did you find out who's buying Bitcoin? I haven't heard any of my friends talk about buying Bitcoin when it fell from 64,000 to 29,000. I didn't hear anybody talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you believe that, I mean, the high that on NIO was $67 a share.
How low did it get there?
You should be buying it like crazy right now.
How low did it get?
Right, where at here?
Yep.
$30.71.
Half. In how long a period of time? Months?
This was May 13th, and this was January 11th. So
4 months, it fell in half.
Yep.
I mean,
so
guys.
The point with all of this is, if you're at home and you don't want to keep up with this, there is a better way.
Or if you want to understand why it's good if your stock falls in half.
Yes.
We will teach you how, hey, if your stock falls in half and your assessments are still good about the company, you should buy more shares. That's the great thing about value investors. They're consistent. If shares go up, they buy less. If shares go down, they buy more. Every other hype person says, I would buy as it goes down. And guess what? We've caught these guys in so many lies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's saying, I would buy more even if this happened. And those things happen, they sell everything.
Yep.
It's an absolute hoax out there, guys.
Yep.
And NIO's part of that hype. And we're going to wake up 5 years from now, people are going to say, well, come on. It was so obvious. Companies were, because they had electric vehicles, they were selling for $300 billion, even though they had $20 billion in revenue. It was so obvious. I've heard this time and time again. I've read about it time and time again in history. It just doesn't work over long periods of time. Does that mean momentum doesn't work? Absolutely not. Momentum works great. But you have to have a process for that momentum. You have to stick to it 100%.
Mo, are people trading NIO?
This is a great stock to trade from a day trading perspective, just because you always have momentum with it. So we can walk through what the trend is doing right now. It is down. I do think you'll hold a support level right here around $39 a share, but this is something that there's a lot of people. Gianni, for example, he's in there. He day trades this thing at least 3 times a week, just because you get that crazy volatility. This is one of those great stocks to go and day trade on a 15-minute chart. And if you don't know how to do that, join the Bid and Ask Nation. You'll learn how to do it.
Yeah, if you've been confused investing, you somehow got into NIO because some idiot told you to and you're lost, feel free to join our Patreon. You can speak to people about this. I would get out now and know that you don't need an absurd company like that. Not absurd. You don't need to buy at an absurd price. It might be a wonderful, best company ever made, but we can teach you the process of knowing when to buy, when to get out, and why. And if you're not getting that from other YouTubers, we welcome you into Everything Money. So that's our take on NIO. We appreciate your support. Fondle the thumbs up. Argue with Paul in the comments, and our patrons will be arguing with you because they're huge supporters of us, and they've developed this mindset of discipline and staying away from BS like this. So, all right, that's our take, guys. Thanks so much.